paper. Still have the information right there. Your slope is 2 over 3. Both of them are positive, so it's still a rise over a run. And you've got your y-intercept. You've got to plot the y-intercept first. So I need to go down 5, put a dot. And then what does the slope tell you to do from this point?
Up 2.
Up 2.
And run 3.
Run.
Run for your life.
Once you have those two, connect them up.
Can you go back to the other paper? Because I'm still...
The other paper?
Yeah, trying to figure out where in the world 3 came from. 2, 3. Why is 2, 3?
2/3.
Oh, it might have helped if I would have put the 2/3 for the equation.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, that could help.
Yeah, that's...
Can you see your graph here?
Sure. Down 5, and then up 2, up 3.
And you're going to do 2 different problems in that portion question.
Huh?
2 different problems.
Different problem? I'm going to do this one. Oh. It's same directions as number 10 and 11, just like we've been doing. But you got to think, the y isn't by itself. You have to get the y by itself in order to do this method I'm asking you to do. So, let's think about this. If I box this in, I know not to touch the y value. How would you move the 2x?
So minus the 2x.
Minus the 2x.
Professor AJ, is there another name for this switch? Just...
We'll just say right and y for them. Plus these 4.
Okay.
This will cancel. So we have 4y equals, how would you write the other side?
12 minus 2x.
Do not combine these. I see all the time it's 10x. No, that's not how it works. You can't combine a number with a letter. So it's just 12 minus 2x. You just write them side by side.
Or negative 2x plus 12.
Or negative 2x plus 12. You could do that. And then how do you get that y all alone?
Divide by 4.
And you're going to divide by 4 to each little
How did you get your 12?
piece. Because it was in the equation.
Minus 2?
12 minus 2x. That's just what I wrote right there.
Because you can't do anything with it, so you got to bring it down. Okay, that makes sense.
So this cancels, and I've got my y equals. Now, if you can reduce, go for it. 12 divided by 4, what number is that?
3.
3. Minus. Now, some of you, again, may not know how to reduce fractions. You can leave it as 2 over 4. What would this reduce to, though?
1 over 2.
1 over 2. I'm going to leave it as 2 over 4 just because I haven't taught that part of reducing. But we're going to get the same picture. So I'm just going to leave it as 2x over 4. You can simplify it to 1 over 2, though. All right, so we've got the y by itself. We just had to do a little bit of work. So the number for your slope, it's the one with the x. What's the number with the x?
2, 4.
Either negative 1/2 or negative 2 over 4, same number. So negative 2 over 4, or you could say negative 1/2. Either of those work. It's weird how the book has it because they have the fractions in there, but they don't want us to show you how to reduce them until later on, which is just weird. But, y-intercept, what's just your plain old number there?
3.
3. All right, so we've got both pieces of information. See if you can graph it. And if you're using this slope or this slope, it's going to give you that same picture.
Now, we use your card as a ruler.
Sure. As long as you don't mark on it. I got to play poker this weekend, and I got to make sure they're in fine condition. I'm going to use the negative 2 over 4 because I've got to act like you don't know how to reduce them. So just keep that in mind, that's what I've got to do.
Is the quiz today gonna have any of 4.3 through 4.5 on it, or is it just 4.1 and 4.2?
The only thing in 4.3 is finding the XY intercepts. So just the cover of that. But none of the find the slope, find the y intercepts. That's just for Monday. All right. So here's number 12. Haven't done anything yet. Now look at this slope. The -2 or -1, whichever one you're using, is that a rise or a fall?
Fall.
Fall. And it might just help to write this next to it so when you're graphing you know which direction you're going. All right.
So the negative doesn't apply to both numbers.
No, because then 2 negatives would make a positive. So that would be silly. But good question. I see it all the time. He asked, does the negative go to the 2 and to the 4? No. It only goes to either the top or the bottom. And I always said put it in the top. So that just means you fall. Don't ever put it in
still
the top.
-2/4.
Right, but it's only going to one of those numbers. If it was going to both of them, then those 2 negatives would just cancel each other
You
out.
can't choose, it has to go to
To the top, yeah. Because you don't know how to do it if it goes to the bottom. It's something a little bit different. I don't want to confuse anybody. So I would say take it to the top. So the y-intercept is 3. So I'm going to go up 3, put a dot. Now, depending on which slope you're either using the 2/4 or the 1/2. You'll get the same drawing. If I start here, I need to go down or fall 2, or fall 1, depending on where you're at, and then run 4. So it'll end up still being the same slope.
You're right. The same point.
Because think about it, guys. If I used 1/2, watch this. I would go down 1 and over 2, and I would still fall on that same line. So it doesn't matter which fraction you use. It's still going to give you that same picture. All right.